Hello and welcome once again to a Jurassic World Evolution 2 video. Probably two-parter because basically if you're new here, I basically have dinosaurs, I have matches in the kind of WWE style. That's not really WWE at all, really, is it? But essentially have them fight and have it like as kind of wrestling things, like have promos in between matches and stuff. There's titles on the line, stuff like that. For example, this match is the traditional cage match for the cage championship, and might as well explain that. It's like just for newcomers. I basically have this championship where the goal is for the dinosaur to break out. First dinosaur to get out wins the match. That's how I got a cage championship. Reason I made this kind of one was because, any dinosaur could technically win, The first champion was Carnotaurus. Carnotaurus can't actually win a fight in this game, because it's a sauropod. But, it can win the cage match. It's not in this match, but, that's my point. Any dinosaur could potentially win. I've also, so this is Dino Slam, by the way, obviously a play on Summerslam. But, yeah, I went with the UK map because it's like, I don't know, I kind of liked it, and even though it's smaller, pain in the ass to build on. But, well, the reason. It's because, I was like, you know what? I'm going to have Baryonyx team with Suchomimus on the card, right? Take on the tag team champions, Albertosaurus and Albertosaurus. So that's a little later on the card, but it's like, in his hometown, well, home country, I should say. It wasn't really a country back then, but still. Current reigning the defending champion.
Nice, Carnotaurus. You could recognize this predator immediately by the horns on its head, which give it a real rock and roll appearance. Those powerful legs can get this dinosaur moving as well, so probably best to stay out of its way. This dinosaur is so metal.
I completely forgot to turn off the well, the comfort is still there. It won't go down until I set it, so it doesn't really matter. But as you may have noticed, I finally got around to getting some of the LDL speed. It finally went on sale. The only one I haven't got is the more recent one. I haven't got the Biosim or wherever it was. So, I forget what that even adds, honestly. Might be a new species or two. Oh yeah, it does add quite a few new species. But I haven't got that one, but I've got the Carnotaurus and the finally got around to the Deluxe upgrades. Because I wasn't going to pay $14.99 just for a few dinosaurs, an aquatic, and a flying reptile. That was my excuse. Because, the Deluxe version is only like a 10 or more, but you add on nearly £5 to buy it separately. It makes no sense. Bullshit. So I waited till it went on sale. So now we can finally see Megalosaurus. It's got a blank pattern, so it's not much to look at right here, is it? I have Megalosaurus on the island, so no production from any of the voice actors there. Megalosaurus is an interesting dinosaur. First officially named dinosaur back in the 1800s, I think. And you don't really hear much about it. There's like no discoveries. It's just like, oh, we found more Megalosaurus, fossils and whatnot. It's like, no, they kind of took a backseat to all the old dinosaurs, really. So you are going to be annoyed. Well, you're only going to be annoyed by Forest because I gotta get a goat referee in here somewhere, As the rules, these matches always must have a referee, even though they're not very, good at refereeing because they just get eaten. I mean, they're not refereeing anything. I'm just kind of like Using that as the logic for their big guns.
This is a Cryolophosaurus, one of the more colorful members of the collection. It's a carnivore, so take the necessary precautions and don't let its looks deceive you.
Is it just me or does it look really awkward? Please, movement, I guess. Like, man, I have really long arms compared to most Strapods, don't I? It just looks a bit odd. And another, this one was the Dulux. Well, both these last two are Dulux ones. You know, I didn't realize at the time that I always hear like, Pachyrhinosaurus, Dulux dinosaur. For whatever reason, I thought it was a different set. I was like, oh, I see what people mean about these dinosaurs. Like, now you got the complete sets. I remember Pachyrhinosaurus in that movie. It was in the intro. Not sure if it was a part of the herd later on. Definitely. So you're gonna be annoyed by at least the forest, right? Well, lack of forest, I should say. I can't believe this dinosaur was part of the Dulux. It just doesn't make sense. It was in the original. It was one of the starting dinosaurs. Where even is he? He's a needy bastard as well. I've got 4 of them on the island and they need a lot of stuff. And I give them the humbled genes. It's not as cute as it was in the first game, honestly. It doesn't do that little hop and make the noise. I mean, it kind of makes the noise, but it doesn't do the little hop. And it's smaller now. So he needs a lot of open space, but also needs ground leaf. It's got enough open space. So let me actually, you know what, before we officially get this match underway, where are they? Somewhere right here. They got this big ass enclosure themselves because, I mean, look at this. This huge enclosure for their small dinosaurs because there's 4 of them. It's like, no, we're gonna need all this room. Okay, it's because the freaking alpha ended up having no traits. Hate when that happens. Anyways, let's change the settings. Normal. That's on. Gonna have it on normal. I mean, there's no other settings really. You don't have, like, it was in the original Jurassic World Evolution where they made it so. I mean, I think that was probably done over time as well, but still. Doesn't really seem to be any other options to, like, increase it to the highest amount of combat or anything yet. So now they play a waiting game until one of them breaks out. Holy crap, they go down really fast in this game. Are you serious? Is it not gonna go down any further than that? Megalosaurus might have a chance. Oh. They're actually fighting. Hopefully the card goes better than last time I did one of these because Dinomania this year was Allosaurus destroyed. You can't win a match by eliminating your opponents like that though. You gotta break out of the cage. But yeah, the previous one that I did of this, it was a disaster because the dinosaurs just would not fight each other. There were a lot of no contests as a result. The Carnotaurus might be retaining. This is quite the, what is this security anyway? 5. Yeah, you could totally break through that. This might take you a little while. Well, actually, yeah, since that's a 4, I should... Well, no, if I did that now, though, that'd be a bad idea. Because they'll just walk out anyway. Those Carnotaurus. Just having a good old chill. Kind of tempted to just open the gates. Just like it's anyone's game now. I'll wait until the dinosaurs are at least over here. Oh, it's Carnotaurus going for it again. Just one little bit at a time. Move along now. Oh, it's actually decreasing. Just at a slower rate. This one's not though. Wait. How is your one not decreasing then? Oh, oh, fence broken. And so, Carnotaurus retains. We're gonna bust through that one as well. I might as well break everyone. Carnotaurus retains the cage champion and fails to hunt down heroes. Looks like it's a bit cramped over here. Yeah. I've just got a bunch of, random signs here. Because it's like, might as well do something at least. Make it look a little fancy. What? Look at the size of this. Well, that's that, I suppose. So, first match out of the way, the next match will be a 2 out of 3 falls match. I had to, backtrack through my older videos to kind of refamiliarize myself with that feud between Ceratosaurus and Majungasaurus. This is like, gonna have the final blow-off match, 2 out of 3 falls. I was gonna have it as a tag team match, but then I realized I already did that. So we're gonna have 2 out of 3 falls between those two. They're fighting. Might as well see out that. Never mind, I'm always too late, aren't I? Megalosaurus got absolutely wrecked by the champion. Dead with its eyes open. Anyways, actually, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to do things differently as well with the promos. I used to just, use a screenshot and then do a promo. I'm actually gonna, might as well on screen go there like that. Why not? We're gonna have a promo. This is the first time doing one of these. Gonna have a promo using the in-game whatever it's called, so you can get a closer look at the dinosaurs and then have them cut a promo. Feels awkward. Usually I would write down a promo. That's what's called. Or improvise. But I'm just gonna improvise it here. Ceratosaurus and Majungasaurus is gonna be cutting the promo. Well, probably Ceratosaurus because it was closer. Alright, so let's hide this. Okay. Majungasaurus, I'm tired of having to deal with you all the goddamn time. It's time to finish this. 2 out of 3 falls. Meet me in the ring, and I'm gonna kick your ass. So that's it. One awkward little promo. On the next match, on with that, I suppose. And we're back. I always forget to do that. I always forget to delete the previous Audacity recording to make room for the next one. But yeah, we're back with Dino Slam. Dr. Scorpius Rex, he's not on the card, but I thought I'd show him anyway because I have him on the island here. Well, I say island, but we're no longer dealing with islands for the most part. This certainly seems like it. I mean, you know, it's in the UK. Basically, you know, Britain's an island. Ireland's an island. And you got T-Rex over here. Actually, was this Camp Cretaceous thing as well? Yeah. Haven't seen Camp Cretaceous. But, you know, I have the DLC, so I glued most of them in the DLC. But anyways, let's get on with this grudge match. 2 out of 3 falls. Ceratosaurus and Majungasaurus.
Now this dinosaur is something special. Well, they're all something special, but this one stands out because of the horns on top of its head. It's called Ceratosaurus. It kind of looks like a slightly smaller T-Rex, but its bite is probably about the same.
Again, I said this last time we had Ceratosaurus, but that is so stupid. It looks like a smaller T-Rex and the bite was about the same. Are you crazy? You're just making yourself sound even stupider. It's like, let's go right over the T-Rex. I don't think so. I don't think they look... I mean, they're not even related in any way. Ceratosaurus is a different type of dinosaur entirely. I mean, they're both theropods. They lived... I don't know how many million years, but plenty of time. Because it wasn't Ceratosaurus, I think, mid-Jurassic. T-Rex, late Cretaceous, and we, you know, it's like, I imagine many people's image in mind when it comes to dinosaurs, it's like, oh, you know, they just had, like, this time and they were just, you know, living all together. No. The difference between Ceratosaurus and Tyrannosaurus in, like, timeline-wise is probably more distant than us to the time of the T-Rex. The dinosaurs roamed for a long time, man. And then they, you know, went extinct and they're only living descendants of birds. Which, to be fair, there are a lot of birds. A lot of variety there, but still. They were once the dominant creature, now they're not. Well, they're still pretty dominant though, but not as much as they used to be. Did I say Herrerasaurus instead of Majungasaurus earlier? I'm wondering if maybe I did.
It's dinosaurs like this, the Majungasaurus, that can really be a handful. It's short, stocky, and lives for the hunt. This is also one of the only dinosaurs we know of that may have engaged in cannibalistic behavior. Nothing like having your friends over for dinner.
So, you know, we've been 2 out of 3 falls. I hope this actually, you know, it looks like it might be engaging in combat. Because like I said, you know, last one of these I did, the dinosaurs just not fight each other. Really, really awkward. It'd be like 20 minutes long, nothing happening. It was awful. Yeah, when I got the other DLCs, first thing I did was release, I mean, I might as well talk about that in the next match because it's kind of relevant. It's like, I want to fight you, but there's trees in the way. Big Majungasaurus is probably going to advantage here. You never know. Sent to fly in there. Yep, Majungasaurus has the advantage in round 1. Getting damage. Compared to Ceratosaurus, who, to be fair, didn't take too much damage either. Don't have the injuries on it, I don't think, so I mean, that's something you can finally disable in sandboxing, which is nice. So they're not gonna be like, oh yeah, they're injured, so they're gonna slowly die and make this match end in a very anticlimactic way. Exciting, isn't it? This is just the first round too. One of these dinosaurs has to win twice. And you know, if the next batch comes out and then the other dinosaur wins a round, then I'll have to make another, you know, batch. Which would just have just one. You can release multiple, but you know, I mean, honestly, that would have been preferable. But I'm just having it one-on-one instead of like a 6 dino tag team match, you know. And in order to do that, I have to have incubated one at a time. This game is quite slow. Oh yeah, that's. I mean, you know, while we're waiting for the inevitable combat, about several hours from now, because that's how long it takes them. I might as well mention that I did actually finally play Jurassic difficulty on the on the Canada map. It took me like 14 hours total. It was an absolute nightmare. It's like it's difficult at the start, much like it was in the original game. But once you get, you know, your park up and running and start earning money, it's not quite as bad. It's still chaotic as well. So many of my dinosaurs kept dying and had to be replaced at the end. It was really annoying. It's just getting to that 5-star. It's like, I'd be like 4 point something stars. It'd be very close to 5 stars, but it's just like these asshole guests are just not, you know, buying enough stuff, so I'm not making quite as much a profit. So I hated it. It was really annoying. Having to balance finances and all that. It's like, I just want to freaking make a park with dinosaurs. Why do I have to care about finances? Freaking dinosaurs. Why do I have to freaking deal with these crappy little things to maximize profits? It's freaking dinosaurs. This is like, what more do you want from me, you assholes? Speaking of assholes, before I was recording this, because I haven't long woke up, I don't know when it appeared on my freaking hand. It must have flew on my hand at some point. Some fly moth thing, right? It was like twitching, and I was like, is it dead? Dying? Was it squash? It was like, move tissue, nope, flies off, and then I look down at my hand and I'm like, that's a stain. Did that little bastard defecate on my hands? It's like, Jesus Christ, what a freaking, you know, thing to, well, I don't think it was that when I stealthily defecated, possibly, or something, on my hands. And I was not amused, to say the very least. The eye is just like, I'll run away. You know, I've never really thought about it, but they don't have eyelids, do they? That's probably why their eyes look so, you know, crazy sometimes. Well, they do have eyelids, though. They close their eyes. I think it's because they don't seem to blink ever. It's a bit weird. Well, it's time to do this, I suppose. Go to referee doing go to referee things. There's a trophy now for herding a goat. Because you can kind of herd your dinosaurs now with the ranger team. So like I just, you know, went in sandbox mode. I think it was, might have used the Arizona map. It's like, make 2 large enclosures, have a lot of dinosaurs, and then go in there and activate the thingamabob to herd the dinosaurs, and BAM! Both trophies done. Got the goats, got like the however many dinosaurs were required for the other trophy. Easy. I think it was like 39 dinosaurs you needed to, or something like that. It was a relatively large number. Where is my range team anyway? It's right here. Might as well demonstrate while we're doing nothing. Looks like you got this feature now, where you can kind of herd the dinosaurs around. Where are they? What was going on there? I wasn't even paying attention to you. It's like, over here, boy. I'm gonna kill you. Where's the other one at? I can't see him. The trouble with this is it kind of zooms it out. Herd that goat. Yeah, might as well chill out here, you know. No. Just, you know, chilling in a water hole. You gotta do anything there, Ceratosaurus? Gonna do any combat today? God, this card is gonna be so long. I have no body. But then when I go like this, I suddenly do. Strange. I mean, who's holding the camera? Can you keep the vehicle steady? I mean, can you just like hold down the brakes and try and take a picture here? I hope this doesn't end up having to be 3 parts. I know it's going to inevitably be 2 parts, but I hope it doesn't go as far as 3 parts. It's annoying. These fights go on longer than they need to because it's just, you know, they refuse to fight, and then they fight when they're fully healed, so nobody wins. Just notice there's not even any music. You don't have the radio on here or what? Wait, where'd he go? Are they fighting somewhere? I mean, these trees kind of obscure for me. Breeze necessarily. Yeah. Just like we're just listening to a guitar version without an amp. Look at those, that looks nice. Makes it look like an alien world or something, you know? Just Jurassic World, not Jurassic World, Jurassic Park theme on guitar on the radio. It's kind of glitching there. These guys aren't gonna fight, are they? Let's keep them in sight. Okay, they're fighting. Round 3. Fight. Gonna end in a no contest again, isn't it? No contest for you. No contest for you. They're too evenly matched, that's the trouble, and they only fight when they're fully healed. If I could play the Benny Hill theme, I'd be playing it right about now. How did that even go? It's like... I mean, I don't know how to play on guitar. I'm just trying to remember how it sounded. Oh yeah, it's like... I mean, they're not quite moving around as fast yet, but... It's just becoming a jam session at this point. They're fighting! And they're gonna have a stalemate. What are you doing? What do you mean expanding territory? How can you expand it any further? Good God, this fight just goes on forever. Oh, it just... Can we, you know, just... it's just not ideal. Screw it. They're too evenly matched. You just can't make this work as well in this game as you could in the sequel. In a sequel, you'd have moments where they wouldn't fight as well. But, you know, they usually fight more to the death, while in this game they kind of like just go, you know what, I'm not going to fight to the death because that's a stupid thing to do. This hasn't suddenly been turned into a tag team match, by the way, it's just, you know... Might as well have them all out here so that, you know, there's a chance, potentially, that, you know, one of them would get a fall or two, you know. What are you doing? Well, I'm going to fall asleep at this rate. There's a fight, finally! There's two fights even.
Dr. Henry Wu here. Geneticist.
Geneticist, anything else you want to say, man? Oh, we got low health. That's fine. Something, I guess. Didn't happen last time. Of course, you could have concluded the fight, but you didn't. How boring. You know, this match has gone on 20 minutes at this point.
Do I want the dinosaurs to fight? No. But do they want to fight? For some, it is what they were born for, what they live for, and what they're willing to die for. That is a purity that few humans have.
Right. This match has gone on 20 minutes. I'm basically just, you know, changing the rules so we can finally end the match right here. It's just like, okay, the rules are, you know, whoever did the most damage. You know, and it was best 2 out of 3 falls, and Majungasaurus won both rounds that did the most damage. So Majungasaurus is the winner, but it's not a very decisive victory, is it? So I feel like this never-ending feud between the two is probably not over. Because, I mean, yeah. Bit shit, isn't it? Well, anyways. Oh, yeah. I'll go to the species viewer thing, and we'll have a promo from current reigning and defending champ, the cruiserweight champion Herrerasaurus, and then we'll move on to the next match, which is the cruiserweight championship match, Herrerasaurus versus Monolophosaurus. So, Herrerasaurus, what are your thoughts heading into the match against the newly debuting Monolophosaurus? Bring him on! I accept all challenges from anyone who dares to question my power and face me. That was a very crap promo, Herrerasaurus. You want to do a retake? No. Fuck it. Well, it's I'm just now picturing that. Is his name Gene Oakland? He's like back in the day, before I was watching anyway. I mean, before I was even born, most of it, a fair bit of that anyway. But you know, he'd like do backstage interviews, and there's like a kind of moment where like something falls in the background, and he just says, "Fuck it." Hilarious. Anyways, on with that match. And we're back with a match that should be relatively short, maybe, I hope. Monolophosaurus, kind of a nice looking dinosaur, I guess. I think it was Camp Cretaceous, the Allosaurus one. And a little enclosure here beside the hotel. You know, because I like to show off the park as well that I've made, as well as, you know, actually having the matches that drag on just a little tad bit way too damn long. You know, because this is a UK map, but like, you know, gotta have some, you know, dinosaurs found. I always like the kind of stripe pattern. Reminds me of, I forget what it's called, that one dinosaur in Primal Rage. It wasn't, it was like yellow and something, yellow and black it might have been. That stripe pattern. Forget what it was called there. I know the other one was called Diablo or Diablos or something like that. Can't remember what the other theropod was called though. Now over here you've got some giant Carnotaurus. This is the Camp Cretaceous variant, because they're actually pretty small, but the Camp Cretaceous version has them be, yeah, bigger. I think even bigger than they were in the original Jurassic World Evolution as well. Looking more like a Stegosaurus with that size. And over here we have Pachyrhinosaurus. These are the ones that glow in the dark. So, you know, at some point I'll change it to nighttime just to show that off. Hippocampus, and do I have anything else in here? I didn't go overboard with, you know, the species. I was like, no, just have a set amount of species, because there's not a lot of room on this, you know, map. And over here we have trees. And the famous iguanodon. And we also have the closest looking Herrerasaurus to the Operation Genesis version, which was from the Cretaceous DLC. Wait, did it say 2015? 2015, was that when they first appeared? Is that how far Camp Cretaceous goes back? I don't know. I haven't seen Camp Cretaceous. Did it start in 2015? I don't know. Anyway, let's get to the match. Reigning and defending champion.
Now what we have here is a Herrerasaurus. It's a carnivore and a spectacular addition to our dinosaurs. It just requires a little TLC.
This isn't a TLC match. It's like, no, that's not what I mean. Kind of ugly looking pattern there. It's like, what, you got some kind of skin condition going on there? Rashes? But the current defending cruiserweight champion. This is the newcomer. Monolophosaurus. It's already on the island, so they don't have any for him. Or her. Now, when I first released this dinosaur, there was a battle that ensued between these very two dinosaurs, and it was a very quick battle. So I'm kind of hoping it goes quickly, because, you know, previous two matches kind of dragged on, especially the previous match. Now look at the size difference. It's like Herrerasaurus is like, you know, in the cruiserweight division, it's like, you know, just barely qualifies. Just like you're kind of getting close to, you know, the heavyweight division, but you're, well, no, you'd still be halfway considering that, but you know. But to the other cruiserweights, which I define as the smaller dinosaurs, you know, Herrerasaurus kind of got a bit more size on it. Stop expanding your territory and, you know, get the fight. That's what we're here for. This always happens, doesn't it? It's like, I'll have this all planned out. It'll be months in the making. By that, it was mostly months of me, you know, not even thinking about it. And then I eventually got around to making this part. And then, you know, promptly forgot about it. I wrote out the match card, just wait until, you know, whenever Summerslam was. I didn't expect it to be in July. I always thought Summerslam was in August. I don't know, I haven't really watched WWE in years. I remember I used to watch it from like 2002, late 2002 till probably somewhere around when Eddie Guerrero first banned my dice, so around mid 2000s. Probably like 2006 or 7. I can't remember. But you know, in the previous one I did, you know, Dinomania, I predicted that, you know, WrestleMania is going to be controversial or something, and people are going to complain and be like, fans not happy. I always see titles like that. It's like WWE fans angry, disappointed. But then WrestleMania apparently was actually pretty decent this year. Will the same be said for SummerSlam though? Probably not. What are you doing? You've kind of been all like, hey, keep away from me while slash and gash and, you know, well, I'll rip off your ass with my teeth. It's very painful. What are you doing? It's like, oh yeah, I was ready for battle. Didn't realize it was so far away. Yep, there we go. See, this is why I was saying this is like gonna be a real quick battle, because that happened as well. As I said, when I first released Monolophosaurus, it's like, no, I want to have him fight Herrerasaurus, and Herrerasaurus just one shot him. I mean, Jesus Christ, he didn't stand a chance. What's its stats? 42, 15, 42, 15 versus. Why is your territory so small? 75, 18, yeah, no chance. Tyrannosaurus, much tougher. But hey, you gave it a try. You kind of were like, I'm gonna win, and then you got just absolutely wrecked. At least we have a match that's relatively short for once. So, on to the fourth match. And, you know, that's the only match I'm going to. Last of the matches I record for today. Because, you know, 6 matches in total. There's like, 5th match will be a triple threat, and the 6th match, the main event, will also be a triple threat. Because, of course. So, the next match is going to be a tag team match of the tag team titles. Albertosaurus and Albertosaurus current champions versus the challengers Baryonyx and Suchomimus. Baryonyx in his home country of the United Kingdom. Well, we wouldn't really mean that the United Kingdom back then, but you know, it's just like this is the birthplace of his ancestors. Either that or he just washed up on an island and got fossilized. Who cares? On with a promo from Suchomimus, and then we'll get on with that match. Suchomimus, you have lost many a match, and you're going to be teaming with Baryonyx to take on the tag team champions, Albertosaurus and Albertosaurus. Alright, you cheeky little bastard. I'll ignore that for now because I'm in a good mood. Because me and Baryonyx, we are going to win this match and take gold at Baryonyx homeland. I'm finally going to prove myself to be worthy of a championship in this damn company. So you better watch out, Albertosaurus, because it's finally my time. And I'll do for that. So, on with the match. And we're back with Dino Slam. Baryonyx conclusion. There's 3 of them, right? These are the, I think, should be. Yeah, the Carnotaurus. Got all 3 of them. I don't really notice much of a difference between them, honestly. And again, I haven't seen Carnotaurus. Okay, now I see the difference. Just that kind of seemed a bit subtle there. And in here we have something. We have Dulux, wherever your name's pronounced. Look at them fly, look at them soar. Look how majestic they are. Just those, right? Yeah, just those 3 in there. Again, over here we have those annoying little assholes. They're just like, I mean... where is it? Oh, it's right there. It's all because of this asshole. Because he's got no traits manifested. And they won't change. I guess it's because I've had it on my off this whole time. Hey, look at this. I had to make this awkward little spot here just to give them enough room. Meanwhile, in here, Pachyrhinosaurus had to deal with this crap, and yet they're perfectly fine with it. And then over here, somewhere, in among all this crazy shit, we got Ceratosaurus. And then over here, we've got the Albertosaurus. Man, you're quite noisy, aren't you? And over here we have the entrance, a little fountain, well, medium-sized fountain. But it looks a little awkward. Got a pain in the ass to, you know, make it look any nice, honestly. I don't know how people manage to make good looking parks. And over on this side we have, I mean, it's like, are we gonna get to the match? Yeah, in a second. I'm just trying to find my dinosaurs. Are they in the trees? There you are. Got the Megalosaurus. One's a bit more patterned than the one we saw in the match earlier. So, yeah. And is that it? I know there's one more. Got two Ankylosaurus here. Actually, that was well. You're the one from Camp Cretaceous. Just got a small little enclosure themselves. Wow. Have I showed every dinosaur now? I'm pretty sure I've shown every dinosaur in this park. Well, not exactly, but you know, every species. Let's get on with the match. The challengers. You know, I haven't seen Camp Cretaceous, but I know, spoilers, one of the Baryonyx dies. And I have no idea which one it is. So, you know, if they lose this match, which I say they have a high chance of losing it, because, you know, they didn't get much good, you know, manifestation of traits, honestly, when I incubated them. And they're going up against Albertosaurus. But anyway, you know, if it ends up being the one that died in Camp Cretaceous, then I guess it's just like repeating itself in this case. But I don't know which one is which. That is tag team partner.
This dinosaur has a skull similar to a crocodile's, and a disposition that isn't that far off either. The Suchomimus originally fed on fish and small prey. Let's make sure it doesn't expand its diet into two-legged animals wearing collector t-shirts.
You know, Baryonyx and Suchomimus, they're pretty chill together, honestly. I could have given them better stats if I'd gone with the ones that make them aggressive. But I would have been worried that maybe they turn against each other if I did that, so I didn't go with that. So. But you know, you have dinosaurs where they'd be like, oh yeah, you can have them live together, they'll get along just fine, but then they usually end up fighting to the death anyway. But I've never seen that happen with Baryonyx and Suchomimus. They definitely seem like an exception there. But here come the champions.
This is the Albertosaurus, so named because it was first discovered in the Canadian province of Alberta. This animal is a smart predator that relies on its rows of sharp teeth. They exhibit pack behavior, which is very exciting to witness, as long as you're doing so from a safe distance.
You got a fight already? Well, you picked wisely at the very least, maybe. I mean, if you're gonna pick a fight with the one with the great. Ooh, yeah, Albertosaurus dominating. I mean, that's not even the one that's got the strong traits. Oh, they're so screwed. Albertosaurus, you know, the inaugural tag champions, and they've never lost. Every match they've been in, they've won. They have had those titles since the very beginning. Which wasn't really a tournament, and oh, I thought that was it then. Not yet over. Oh my god, what was that? That's what I like to call the glitch attack. Wait, did Suchomimus actually win that exchange? Holy crap, it did! You don't even have any combat traits that boost anything. And that was the... was that... I'm pretty sure that was the one that has the strength boost as well. They're 22 and 31. How the hell does that work? Suchomimus won the exchange against a stronger dinosaur. I do not understand. I mean, maybe it's a fitness thing, I don't know. Maybe the other stats I don't bother pay attention to in the play there. What are you doing? Well, I suppose we wait for the next exchange. These two are dominant. Kind of look a bit silly, you know, sped up, and when they kind of like moving around in an awkward fashion, but you know, they're dominant. I've yet to lose those titles that were, like I said, inaugural tag champions. They defeated Ceratosaurus and Majungasaurus in the finals. Why were you fighting each other? I guess for dominance. Probably because, you know, the alpha that came out is weaker than just doing a little kind of tap dance there. So now you are the alpha. Noisy people. Is it so wise to fight when you've just been not really injured? It's like, nah, we're not gonna fight. We're just gonna run around and eat goats. Waiting for a fight to break out. Baryonyx so much smaller than the rest of the dinosaurs in this match. Yep, it's just one of those matches, isn't it? It just kind of drags on. There's a lot of time where there's nothing happening at all. And you know, it's the type of thing where it's like, if you're not paying attention, you just kind of look away, and then they start fighting, and by the time you get there, one of them's already dead. It's like they can, you know, live in the same... well, no, they couldn't, because, you know, the cohibition would come into play and lower their comfort, so they'd probably break out if I had, you know, the comfort on, so probably wouldn't be able to cohabitate. And I've got it on the maximum speed and nothing. Oh, never mind. What? I thought you were still in the battle there. I was like, oh, I'm out of place. I don't be picking a fight now. Baryonyx? I don't think that's a good idea. Like, yeah, it's not a good idea. I'm not gonna fight him. Or her. Or it. You know, guys, I only have so much hard drive space when, you know, recording these. It Takes up a lot of space. Especially this game, I mean, it takes up like 4 gigabytes even saving the damn thing, you know? Compared to my other Let's Plays and stuff where it's like at most close to 2 gigabytes in size. Which is insane because, you know, I end up like, just takes up so much space. It doesn't take long to, like, you know, go from 100 gigabytes to no gigabytes, you know? I've had this laptop for, been using it for a few years, and it's already got to the point where I'm always having to be like, okay, gotta clear up space. And then you just have these assholes. I was like, no, we're going to like make it so that you like down to like 40 gigabytes. Perhaps even under 40 gigabytes. I recently finally invested in getting a external hard drive for the PS4 because I'm tired of having to delete games just to install anything. Be like, you know what, update for this game, for example, I have to delete something in order to have it work. Check what the update was, and it was for fellow dinosaurs, which I don't even have in the game yet. I haven't got that DLC. It's like, is that really all that update was for? 3 freaking gigabytes for that? Bullshit. So yeah, I've got a 2 terabytes external hard drive for that. I haven't actually properly used it yet, but you know, it's there now. Goat is dead. Come on, get on with it, man. Enough sunbathing, get to the point. This just drags on and on and on. Are we even gonna see a winner? I can only solo for so long before I get bored, man. Well, that's the whole point. I'm playing guitar randomly because I'm bored. There's nothing happening. Goats are dying. Yeah. Well, they're actually, no, that one's surviving. Now it's dead. We gotta fight? No, it's just friendly banter. It's like, hey, ha, you see that watering hole? Yeah, it was funny, wasn't it? Well, it's funny. I don't know. I'm just saying. Saying what? I don't know. I'm an Albertosaurus. I didn't realize we could speak English. Oh boy. Come on, I played most of that Silent Hill theme there. What was it even called? Was it Resolve for some episode 2? I forget. And that was Resolve from Mother 3. Come on, guys, man. I'm just playing guitar because there's nothing else to do. We're just waiting in a never-ending situation. Not even a fight because there's no fights. Guys, you can't just sunbathe all day. You gotta fight. These people, all 3 of them. Sounds about right, honestly. They were here for dinosaur fights. There's 3 people, maybe, watching. And they want to see you fight. Maybe. Or maybe they turned off the video by this point. Let's actually see how many people we got here. 1, 2, 3. So we got 3 on that side and 3 on that side. So 6 views total. That's the prediction. 6 views on a video where there's barely any actual dinosaur fighting. Because they refuse. They protest. So, doesn't front of your Zalgame Planet Zoo have like protesters? Just picture the dinosaurs themselves being the protesters. Just, you know, coming up to the park. They're holding signs, knocking down guests everywhere they go. But they're holding signs, you know? It's like, I will not fight my brother. I mean, you know, in real life, if dinosaurs brought back life and you had, you know, just like have them fight to the death like this, pretty sure that would be, you know, very much illegal and unethical as all hell. But you know, it's a video game, so yeah. Have you wondered what I'm playing all the time? I don't know either, because I'm just improvising. But you know, occasionally, like, I'll be playing something, but it's mostly just improvising here. Helicopter? Was there a helicopter or what? I can hear helicopter blades. Where is it? Was there a helicopter arriving into the park? I don't even care. Unless the helicopter is here to be like, hey, dinosaurs, you know. It's been 24 minutes. Can you get the fighting already? I'm tired of this no contest bullshit. I can't just like play guitar because you know, it completely defeats the point of these videos. It's just to have something to do while waiting. If I could play elevator music, I'd be playing it right now. Let's just have it on Baryonyx this whole time and see where it goes. Just getting really chromatic here. You know, it's also like, you know, the previous one, Dinomania, tag team match ended in no contest there as well. So, you know, Albertosaurus, you know, while dominant champions, they're also kind of just won a previous match because I was like, screw it, it's going on too long. So it's like, just whatever, it's a no contest, so they retain. So, you know, yeah, sucks. We get to 30 minutes and nothing has happened here. I will turn it into a makeshift cage match. Because I don't want it to end in a no contest like last time. It's ridiculous. Why do these tag matches always go so horribly wrong in this game? I've only done 3 of these PPV parodies in Jurassic World Evolution 2. Done plenty in the original, Sure, there'd be matches that would go awry, but not to this kind of level of frequency. Ridiculous. About it is like if you analyze what the hell I was playing there, you're like, damn, that's some like complicated movements there. It's like, just like, wow, that's genius. It's like, is it? I'm literally just playing whatever the fuck. I'm just playing chords without even thinking what key I'm in. It's like, just like, yeah, try playing over those chords. Like, I have no idea how to approach that. Gotta love harmonic minor. Time's up. 30 minutes in. This is a joke. Escapes. Comforts. Do your thing. It is finally time to end this. Who will win? Oh wait. Oh yeah, in the previous one, Dinomania, I screwed up on that. I didn't save the recording properly. So I came in here randomly when I was like in a match. I changed to a cage match. I came in and it was like, restart this match. Oh, rather like this match has officially become a cage match because I'm done with your shit now. I'm out here. Keep an eye on them because they're gonna be breaking out any moment now. They're good at breaking out, not so much fighting. As soon as I see one of them, you know, break a fence, I'm going to immediately focus on them. Breaking down the walls, the fences. Yeah, it was a cohabitation issue this whole time. Yeah, Baryonyx might win this for the team though. Baryonyx was a very decorated cage champion before moving up the card. So, you know, he's no stranger to cage matches and no stranger to winning most of the matches when he's in them. Trouble is to keep testing different fences instead of just, you know, picking one and focus on it. Oh boy, here we go. Never mind. The cage has been broken. Albertosaurus, he just wants to do extra damage. He doesn't want to leave the cage. Wait. broke it. Baryonyx, will he be a sneaky little bastard and sneak out before one of those? Nope. Albertosaurus retains! Now celebrate by eating some. It's the most exciting thing to happen in this whole match. And we didn't see it because they're obscured by a giant ass tree. A placeable giant tree, I might add, because where are they? Should be in decorations. I think. Yeah, you got giant ass trees. And smaller trees of varying sizes and bushes. You know, before I wrap this up, this will be, I don't know if it'll all be, well, hopefully I'll manage to fit it all into one video here. It'll be a long one, but there'll be a part 2, which will be the last 2 matches on the card, but I just want to, you know, show this off before, you know, wrapping this up here. So you can see, they have the glow in the dark. Neat. It's just, during the day, they look a bit plain and crap, but you know, during the night they glow, and that's pretty cool. So yeah, and Albertosaurus still champions. That was a terrible match. Oh sure, now you fight. Well, you're both on 100% health, so it's not gonna end with either one winning really. Match is already officially over. They didn't even fight properly. This kind of ran around in circles. But anyways, this has been an absolute clusterfuck, as is to be expected. Always happens. So that'll do for this first half. I will have the promo, hopefully, if I remember to. You know, actually, no, I'll do that now so I won't forget it. You know, won't forget. I wouldn't even need to because I'd have had it done, but you know. I have the promo for the next match, so I will meet you at the species viewer. Allosaurus, I still haven't forgot what you did to me at the Dino Rumble. Well, I'm back. You may have broken my neck back there, but I'm back. I'm going to screw you out of your championship match. I'm going to be the one taking the Laurasia championship from both you and Acrocanthosaurus. And that's your promo. It's like I just had like a little storyline here, you know. Because, you know, in the Dino Rumble, it was a particularly nasty looking elimination that Allosaurus did with Carcharodontosaurus. So it's just like went with an injury angle. So I like include them in this match. It's going to be a triple threat with those 3 dinosaurs for the Laurasia Championship. Acrocanthosaurus is the reigning defending champion. Who was a bit of a troll during Dino Rumble because he kept glitching out. It's just like he kept playing dead, so it was really annoying. But anyways, I will see you in the next part, end part of. It's like, yeah, next half, but it's only 2 matches. But you know those matches are going to drag on for bloody ever, like these ones. But yeah, 2 matches left on the card, and I'll see you for those next time.